Now we are discussing about order of reaction. Order of reaction is given by the letter N. Okay. Suppose if you take H2O2, if you take the decomposition of H2O2 to give 2H2O and O2. If you see this equation, what is the molecularity? Molecularity of the reaction is 2. 2 means what now? The number of reacting species colliding with each other. The number of reacting species colliding with each other is 2 here. Molecularity 2 in this case. Okay. But here this reaction has means what here? First order kinetics. It follows what? First order kinetics. Okay, it is a first order reaction. But if you see the balanced equation, we feel that it is second order reaction. Suppose if from this equation, if you take now here, according to law of mass action, according to law of mass action, according to law of mass action, what is rate here? Rate equals to rate constant into H2O2 to the power of 2. Whatever is the number of moles, whatever is the number of moles of reactant, that will raise to the power of what? Concentration of H2O2. So H2O2 concentration to the power of 2 we take. If you take this equation now, from this concept here, from the concept of law of mass action, what is the order of reaction now? Order of reaction is 2. So expected order, what is this? Expected order of reaction. Expected order of reaction is equal to what? 2. But actually it is first order reaction. But it is actually which order reaction? First order reaction. First order reaction. That means order of reaction of this one is 1 here actually. How to get order of reaction? We have to get order of reaction only by experiment. Order of reaction is what? Always experimental value. But molecularity of reaction is what? Molecularity of reaction is theoretical value. For this reaction, molecularity is 2, okay. What is the molecularity here? Molecularity is equal to 2. But order of reaction is what now? Order of reaction is 1 here. But it appears to be order of reaction appears to be 2. Now, other than this law of mass action, we have to follow what now here? Rate law. From rate law, we have to express what now? One equation called rate law expression. What we have to express now here? So according to this one, law of mass action, we wrote this one here. Now, according to what? According to rate law. According to rate law, we have to express here. So according to rate law, what to write now here? Tell me the same equation. Rate equals to rate of reaction is equal to rate constant of reaction into H2O2 concentration to the power of N. To the power of N. N is what now? Order of reaction. This N value is not equal to 2 in this case. How we got N value here? N value we got from a complex reaction. From different steps we have got. So first we must know how many steps it takes place. Okay, one step will be generally slow step. One step will be fast step. If there are 2 steps in the given complex reaction, one step is generally what? Slow step. One is fast. The slow step determines what? Decides what? The rate of reaction. The rate of a reaction is determined by which reaction? Slow or fast? Slow step. The slow step decides what? Rate of a reaction. That's why the slow step of complex reaction is called what? Rate determining step. What is slow step of complex reaction called now? Rate determining step. That point we have to understand here. So rate of reaction is equal to rate constant into concentration of H2O2 to the power of N. And here observed value how much here? What is the actual order of reaction? Actual, that is experimental order, experimental order of reaction, how much more? N is equal to 1 we got. From experiment we have what? 1 there. So it is what first order reaction. But appears to be second order. So expected order is what now? Expected order is what 2, but actual order is what 1. So the decomposition of H2O2, the decomposition of H2O2 into water and oxygen is an example of which order reaction now? First order reaction. Is that clear? Take the screenshot of this. Now, if you take this reaction, suppose here it is what now here H2O2 decomposition, it takes in 2 steps. The decomposition of H2O2 takes place in how many steps? 2 steps. In step 1, what happens is that H2O2 dissociates into H2O and nascent oxygen. This is what now here highly reactive species. Okay, so it is highly reactive species. Highly reactive means what? Less stable. Always, whenever highly reactive means more energy. More energy means what? Less stability. So the first step, what happens is that H2O2 dissociates into H2O and O. O is what now? Nascent oxygen. It is what now here? Newly born oxygen. Nascent oxygen meaning what? Newly born oxygen. So this nascent oxygen is what? Highly reactive species. So it attacks what? Again, one more H2O molecule, H2O2 molecule. Now in step 2, what happens is that this H2O2 is again attacked by what? Nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen attacks what? Again, one more H2O. Now what happens here? H2O2 becomes H2O and O again. Again becomes what? H2O and O now. This O and O combine to form what? O2 and H2O will be left. So H2O plus again O and O. Nascent oxygen will combine to form what? O2. That letter O2. Is this clear? So like this, step 2 step 2 steps is this. So the reaction takes how many steps here are 2 steps. Okay? Now here, listen carefully. Now, overall reaction we have tried. What we have tried? Overall reaction from 2 steps we have tried. How to write overall reaction? By adding step 1, step 2. By adding step 1, step 2, we get overall reaction, right? Now, so when we add the 2 equations, what we have to do? I told you, we have to cancel the common things. Okay, the common species on opposite sides we have to cancel. Right now, how to cancel? Tell me. The reactants of first step and products of second step should be taken. If any common things are there, we have to cancel. And reactants of second step versus products of first step. If any common things are there, we have to cancel. Now check here. Here nascent oxygen. Common now, both cancel. And H2O2 here H2O cannot be cancelled. Here H2O2, here H2O cannot be cancelled. So the cancellation is over. After cancelling common things on opposite sides of 2 steps, we have to write the reactants of overall reaction, products of overall reaction. Now what will be the reactants of this overall reaction? Whatever the reactants left over in 2 steps. In 2 steps, whatever the reactants left over without cancellation should be written as what? Reactants of overall reaction. Here what is left over in first step? Reactant H2O2. Second step also H2O2. How many H2O2 now? 2 moles of H2O2. So 2 molecules of H2O2. And any oxygen is there here? No oxygen left over. This rise to here how many H2O2? H2O totally 2 H2. So H2O and H2O. 2 H2O plus here this is not there, cancelled. So O2 is there. O2. So this reaction is what now? Overall reaction. Overall reaction of decomposition of H2O. So here it is what now decomposition reaction. So decomposition of which molecule? H2O. Is that clear? Now what we have to understand is that the step one is what here? Slow step. Step one is what now? Slow step. The slow step is generally called rate determining step or DS. RDS stands for what now? Rate determining step. So this slow step is always what? Rate determining step. Rate determining step. So which is the rate determining step? Generally slow step. The slow step, that is step one, is what? Rate determining step. And in this step, now second step, what is happening? Highly reactive nascent oxygen is attacking H2O. The highly reactive species is attacking what? H2O. So this step must be what now here? Fast step. Why? Whenever unstable species, whenever highly reactive species interacts with attacks what other species, that should be what? Fast step. It should be fast reaction. This is fast step. This one, first one is what? Slow step. Which one is rate determining step? Slow step. So the first step, that is slow step, is what? RDS. RDS means rate determining step. Now in the rate determining step, in the slow step, how many H2O2 there? Only one is there. Generally, order of reaction is obtained from what? Slow step. From slow step only we get what? Order of reaction. Is that clear, ma'am? And for the first step, what is the molecularity? How many reactant molecules there here? One molecule is there. How many reactant molecules? One molecule of H2O2 indicates what? Molecularity is one. First step one. In the second step, we check it. Second step, H2O2 one molecule, one particle, and nascent oxygen one particle. Before cancellation, one O was there, one H2O2. So H2O2 one particle, O one particle. Totally how many particles? Two particles colliding. When two particles are colliding with each other simultaneously to form the products, the molecularity of the step 2 must be taken as what? 2. For step 2, what is molecularity? 2. What is the molecularity of step 1? 1. Is that clear? And order of reaction should be obtained from what? Slow step only. From slow step only we have to get order of reaction. Is the concept clear? So what we have to understand now? Having molecularity. One for the slow step. For the fast step, for the second step, molecularity is 2. Molecularity of slow step is what? 2. And for oral reaction, we cannot say molecularity. We don't say generally molecularity for oral reaction. So the molecularity for oral reaction has no meaning. Molecularity for oral reaction has no meaning. That means for oral reaction, we don't write molecularity. That one keep in mind. For every step, for every individual step, we can write molecularity. In first step, one reacting molecule is there. So molecularity 1. That is uni-molecular step. First one is what? Uni-molecular step. In second step, how many reacting molecules there here? Reacting species there? 2 there. That's why what is the nature of second reaction here? Bimolecular reaction is. Bimolecular reaction is nothing but the reaction with molecularity 2. And for oral reaction of complex reaction, we don't write molecularity. That one keep in mind. And from slow step and fast step, from which one we write order of reaction? Order of reaction from slow step here. So from step 1, from slow step, that is what? RDS. RDS stands for what? Rate determining step. Slow step is nothing but rate determining step. From slow step, what we can write? We can write order of reaction. From slow step, rate law expression. Rate law expression is written. So rate law expression is written from which step? Slow step. So the rate law equation is written from slow step. Now from slow step training, therefore rate is equal to rate constant K into concentration of reactant. In first step, slow step, what is the reactant? H2O2. So H2O2 to the power of what now? 1 to the power of 1. This power of concentration of reactant is 1 here. Power of concentration of reactant is 1. That's why what is the order of reaction? First order reaction. Therefore, it is first order reaction. First order reaction. That means we say the decomposition of H2O2 follows or shows first order kinetics. First order kinetics. This reaction shows which order kinetics? First order kinetics. That point you have to understand. Take the screenshot of this one. So in this way, different types of complex reactions we have to learn. Okay. Now tell me, in this reaction, understood everyone here? So this reaction is decomposition of H2O2 is a complex reaction. It occurs in how many steps? 2 steps. In first step, one H2O2 molecule dissociates into H2O and nascent oxygen O. In some books, this nascent oxygen will be written as half O2. Half O2. Half O2 also O only, no? Half O2 indicates what? One oxygen atom. So one oxygen atom we can represent. Otherwise, we can write half O2 we can write. So in first step, what happened here? The H2O2 dissociated into H2O and half O2 or nascent oxygen. Okay, that is slow step. Experimentally, we have understood. That reaction is first step is slow step. Okay, and in second step, what happened again? This nascent oxygen attacked what? H2O to form H2O and O2. Second step. So second step occurs very fast. Observed it is. It is observed experimentally that second step is what? No, very fast. That's right. The slow step, first step is taken as what? Rate determining step. Now, out of the first and second step, which will decide the rate of reaction? Which will determine the rate of reaction? First one. That is slow step. So the slow step is always what? Rate determining step. So this concept mainly not understood. Yeah. Now take the notebook and write some important problems. Numerical problems based on rate of reaction. Based on rate of reaction, numerical problems. In the first one, write down. First one, write down. Given reaction. Given equation is A gives rise to B. Given equation is what now? A gives rise to B. And given that concentration of A changes. Concentration of A changes from 0.2 mole liter inverse. Mole liter inverse means mole per liter. From 0.2 moles per liter to 0.15. From 0.2 to 0.15 moles per liter. Here moles per liter meaning what? Mole liter inverse only. Mole per liter, mole liter inverse, both same. Okay, from 0.2 moles per liter, the concentration of A, that is reactant, changed from 0.2 to 0.15 moles per liter in how many minutes? 10 minutes, suppose. In how many minutes? 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, the reaction has taken place here. Means the concentration of A changed into what? Changed from what? 0.2 moles per liter to 0.15 moles per liter. Now in this case, what we have to understand, what is initial concentration of A here? What is initial concentration of A? What is final concentration of A? 0.2 is initial concentration, 0.5 is final concentration. Final concentration of what? A. And what is time interval here? Delta T is what now? 10 minutes. Is that clear, ma? So delta T is what? 10 minutes. Now what is this one here? Initial concentration or final concentration? The initial concentration given here. Initial concentration of reactant. Reactant means what is there here? A. So initial concentration of reactant A is 0.2. What is 0.5 here? Final concentration. Final concentration of A is given. And total time is given what now here? 10 minutes now. What does it mean? Delta T is equal to T final time minus T initial. T initial. Now this difference, how much here given? 10 minutes. That means what now here? Final time must be 10 minutes. Initial time must be 0 minutes. Is the concept here now? So final time minus initial time delta T, how much given? 10 minutes. That means what? Final time is 10 minutes. Initial time is 0 minutes. It is given there. Now what they are asked to calculate? Average rate. What they ask here? Average rate of reaction they have asked. So RAB means average rate. Average rate of reaction they have asked to calculate. Is that clear? First we have one equation. We have the decrease in the concentration of A and increase in the concentration of A. Average rate of reaction expression we have to write first. Now tell me, average rate how to write? Average rate of reaction. Average rate of reaction is equal to, how to write, ma? The decrease in the concentration of A. Decrease means minus or plus? Minus. Decrease in change in concentration of A divided by change in time. Is that clear, ma? Now here, this minus indicates what in the equation? This minus indicates what here? Minus indicates that the decrease in the concentration of A. Okay, now that equals to minus. Okay, here delta A means what? A final minus A initial. A final how much here? 0.2 minus final minus initial. Final how much? 0.15. 0.15 minus initial how much? 0.20. Okay, so this is lesser value minus greater value. Lesser value minus greater value will give negative or positive. This total value will be negative, na? Yeah. This is negative. This value, lesser concentration minus greater concentration will give negative value. So minus of minus will become positive. This minus of this minus value will give what? Positive value. So the rate of reaction can never be negative. The rate of reaction can never be negative. Always the rate of reaction must be positive. To make the rate of reaction positive, we are using which sign here? Negative sign. Negative sign we are using here. Because this delta A value always will be negative. Delta A means what? Change in concentration of A. How to calculate delta A value? Final concentration of A minus initial concentration of A. So final concentration 0.15 minus initial concentration 0.2. So lesser value minus greater value will be negative value. So negative into negative, negative of negative, positive value. And that it is what now? Decrease in the concentration of A with time. Okay, divide by what is the delta T given here? How many minutes given? 10 minutes. Delta T given what, ma? 10 minutes. So now the change in concentration of A by change in time. Okay, now 0.15 minus 0.20. 0.15 minus 0.20 how much? 0.05. That equals to plus 0.05 moles per liter. Moles per liter divided by what? 10 minutes. Divided by 10 minutes. Now difference how much you got here? 0.15 minus 0.20 is equal to what? 0.05. So here this minus of minus value will be positive value. So 0.05 moles per liter per time. Moles per liter per time. Is it clear? Now 0.05 by 10 is equal to what now? 0.05 by 10. That is 0.005. 0.005. Therefore, what we got here? Therefore, rate of reaction, average rate of reaction is equal to what now? Average rate of reaction is equal to 0.05 by 10 we got now. That equals to 0.005. 0.005. What will be units of rate? Mole, liter inverse, minute inverse. Per minute now. Okay, so mole, liter inverse, minute inverse. So what is average rate of reaction here? 0.005 mole, liter inverse, minute inverse. Means moles per liter per minute. Moles per liter per minute. So that is what now here. The average rate of reaction. Average rate of reaction. Okay, let's take the screenshot. Taken? Yeah, now next one. Next question. Next question. Second one. Right? Note on the second one. Given equation is N2O5. N2O5. Nitrogen pentoxide. Otherwise, dinitrogen pentoxide. N2O5 gives rise to 2NO2 plus half O2. 2NO2 plus half O2. Now, how many moles of N2O5 here? 1 mole of N2O5. How many moles of NO2 there? 2 moles of NO2. And how many moles of oxygen? Half mole. Half mole means 1 by 2. 0.5 moles of oxygen is there. It is given equation, right? Now, they also gave rate of decomposition of N2O5. What is given? Rate of decomposition. This reaction is decomposition of N2O5. No? The rate of decomposition of N2O5 or rate of reaction given directly. Rate of reaction. So rate of reaction is nothing but rate of decomposition of reaction. No? So rate of reaction or rate of decomposition reaction is given what now here 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 3. 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Rate of reaction is always measured in what? Moles per liter per minute. Mole, liter inverse, minute inverse. Mole, liter inverse, minute inverse. So it is what now here? Rate of reaction given. Rate of decomposition of N2O5 is nothing but rate of reaction. Rate of decomposition of reaction or rate of reaction both same. So they have mentioned in the question that rate of decomposition of N2O5 is 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 3 mole. Thank you. Okay, ma'am? Now they asked you to calculate rate of formation of NO2 and rate of formation of O2. Rate of or rates of formation. Rates of formation of NO2 and O2. NO2 and O2. They asked you to calculate here. They asked you to calculate what here? The rate of formation of NO2 and rate of formation of NO2. So these two we have to calculate. What is given to you? Rate of decomposition of N2O5 given. Rate of decomposition of N2O5 is given. Rate of formation of NO2 we have to calculate. Rate of formation of O2 also we have to calculate. Okay, first try to understand the question. Now they ask you to calculate what now rates of formation of NO2 and O2 during the same time interval. During what now here? Same time interval. During the same time interval. During the same time interval, we have to get what now here? NO2 formation, rate of NO2 formation and rate of O2 formation. Time interval is nothing but delta T. Time interval is delta T. Same delta T. Same delta T we have to take for NO2 formation and O2 formation. Is that clear? So it's about what here? What is the average rate of reaction for this? Average rate of reaction. Average rate of reaction is equal to how many moles of N2O5? 1 mole. Reactant minus or plus, generally we write minus 1 by 1. Here 1 mole is there in N2O5, 1 by 1. Okay. Change in concentration of N2O5, change in concentration of N2O5 by change in time period. That equals to, for product to plus or minus, we write plus. So plus, here 1 by how many moles here? 1 by 2 moles. 1 by 2 delta NO2 concentration. That means the change in NO2 concentration by delta T. Already we have discussed how to write. Do you remember? Now average rate of reaction. Average rate of reaction is equal to minus delta N2O5 by delta T is equal to plus 1 by 2 delta NO2 by delta T. That equals to here plus or minus for the product plus 1 by how many moles of the oxygen here? 1 by 2. How many moles of oxygen here? 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 means 2 only na here. Plus 1 by 2 means 2. Then change in concentration of O2 by change in time. This is the expression. From this, what is given, what is given. Now this rate, average rate of reaction, otherwise this value given. So this value is given what now here? Given that 1.8 into 10 power minus 3 mole liter inverse minute inverse is given to you. It is given to you. Now what is asked to be calculated here? Rate of formation of NO2 is this one only. Whatever I rounded, this only is what now here? Rate of formation of NO2. Rate of formation of NO2 this one here. So now don't take this 1 by 2 here. Don't take this 1 by 2. Whatever I rounded here plus delta NO2 by delta T, they ask you to calculate. You have to calculate. And also what now here? This one. Now plus delta O2 by delta T. This one also they ask you to calculate. Okay. So this one and this one, both they ask you to calculate. Is the concept there now here? So what is to calculate now here? Plus delta NO2 by delta T. If you want to get this one, delta NO2 by delta T, 1 by 2 will be taken this side now. 1 by 2 will be taken this side. Then 2. 2 into this one. This 1 by 2 is taken this side. 2 into 1.8 into 10 power minus 3. Here, if you want to get plus delta O2 by delta T, this 1 by 2 means 2 already there. 1 by 2 means 2 already there. This 2 you take this side, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 1.8, 0.9 into 10 power minus 3 we take. Like that. Here in this case, 2 O2 by delta T is there. A 2 is taken this side, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 1.8 into 10 power minus 3. In this way, we have to get what now here? Rate of formation of NO2, rate of formation of O2. I'm taking the rate of what? Completed. Yeah, now tell me here. What we need to get, tell me? Here, the rate of formation of NO2. That means what? Plus delta NO2 by delta T is equal to what now here? This 1 by 2 taken this side now. 2 into 1.8 into 10 power minus 3. That equals to what now? 2 into 1.8 is equal to 3.6 into 10 power minus 3 mole liter inverse minute inverse. Minute inverse. We have taken. Is that clear? Now again, plus delta O2 by delta T is equal to what? Here already 1 by 2 means 2 here. 2 is taken this side. Then 1 by 2 into 1.8 into 10 power minus 3. That equals to what? 1 by 2 into 1.8, 0.9 into 10 to the power of minus 3 mole liter inverse minute inverse. Is that clear the concept? So take this solution first. Rate of decomposition of N2O5 given. Here, rate of decomposition of N2O5 is nothing but rate of reaction. Rate of reaction is given to you. That point you keep in mind. Now, simply, directly, by looking at equation, balanced equation, also we can directly say. Now, here, see, the rate of decomposition of N2O5. N2O5, how many moles here? 1 mole. If rate of decomposition of N2O5 is some X value, then here how many moles of NO2 there? 2 moles. Then 2x we have taken. 2 into x, 2 moles into x. If it is x here how many moles of O2 there? Half mole is there. So 1 by 2 into x we have taken. Here rate of decomposition of N2O5 is what x suppose. Then NO2 rate of formation is what? 2 into x. And O2 formation is what? 1 by 2 into x. That only we did here. 1 by 2 into x, 2 into x given. This